I'm Lourdes Ibarra. I am a mother, a grandmother, a mentor, and a humanitarian worker. I worked for United Nations for a while. United Nations agencies like UNICEF, WFP, UNOCI in Iraq, and also on international NGOs like Concern Worldwide. I also work with government ministries and the private institution. I am a multi-merit awardee of the United Nations World Food Program. And after working with WFP for almost a decade, I retired. Prior to working with the WFP, I worked in those agencies for 37 years internationally in 10 countries. And I worked in the Philippines for 2 years. So that makes it 39 years of service. And now that I'm retired, I'm engaged in book writing. I have recently launched my memoir, my life story, which is entitled Being Unstoppable. It describes my struggles, my challenges, and the successes in life from childhood up to my retirement. And prior to writing my memoir, I also wrote 2 books about mothers. These are the first woman who loved me, about my mothers, and the second one, Nanay Knows Best, which is about me as a mother. I think it's more of my humble beginning that has motivated me to be in that work. I have seen poverty. I have seen challenges, life difficulties, and when I needed help, somebody helped me. So since then, I promised myself that I will do my utmost so that my children, my family would not suffer or would not experience the same. It also motivated me to help others, not to be poor, to be more self-reliant, to try to fight hunger, and also to be more independent. And I think being humanitarian worker is one of the best way that I could share my experience, my expertise, my life. So it's being in that situation that I chose to be in this career. I have encountered a lot of challenges, but I would say the greatest challenge that I have encountered is the challenge of losing my son, Peter Brent. I always believe that I am a strong woman, that no pains, no sickness, no war could stop me. But when I lost my son, I felt so helpless. I felt lost, and it has really affected me emotionally, and it has taken a toll on my health. And I'm sure mothers out there would understand how excruciating and devastating for a mother to bury her own son. It is not easy. Although I tried to show my strength outwardly, but deep inside me, I was crying. I was on denial for a while. actually for years. And I felt like it's the greatest challenge that I could overcome, because all the other challenges I was able to overcome. I must admit that it was not easy, but I started with accepting the fact that he's gone and he will not come back. And I took it like, okay, he's there ahead of us. He must be preparing the place for us. I also comforted myself by thinking and remembering the lovely times we had together, the good memories of his 27 years. And I also gave myself time to grieve, because I think right after his death, I just continued working. I did not have time to grieve, which medically it has also affected me. And so I grieved and tried to move on, and also to be grateful every day that I wake up and thank God for giving him to us, even for brief 27 years. It is something that I'm very grateful for, and I think by being grateful to the 27 years that he was with us, I learned to accept the fact that he's gone already, and also to believe that there's always a reason why it happened. It's all God's will that happened. So I kept my strong faith and move on. So that's how I overcome. And for me, although it can still be very emotional most of the time, if not all, that every time I think of him and I talk about him, I get emotional, but I'm okay. I'm now much better compared to before, because I have accepted. Yes, the challenges made me stronger, and out of those numerous challenges have changed also my perspective in life. But one thing that I learned is that in this life, there is nothing permanent. And yet there's nothing impossible if you try your best, if you persevere on reaching your goal. It is something that if you work hard, you will be able to reach your goal if you are determined. So it's more of the determination and the hard work, perseverance that I learned to reach my goal, because I know anything can happen anytime based on my experience. So yes, nothing is permanent in this world. Yeah, to all women out there who have experienced the same loss, my message is learn to accept just what I did after some time. Also give yourself time to grieve. You have to let that emotion out and let yourself experience it. And whatever the challenge that may come, hang in there. Do not stop. Never quit. And do not lose hope. Keep your strong faith, because you will never be alone. God will never leave you alone. There is nothing impossible. And if you keep that strength, that strong faith, I'm sure everything would just be possible. And if I can do it, you can also do it. I believe in that. Reflecting on and looking back, I think my greatest mission, or my life's mission, is service, humanitarian service, or service to to mankind. Because all these years, I have been doing what I have been doing service to as a humanitarian worker, and having been through those challenges. I would have died in war, civil war, in bombing, where some of my friends were unfortunately killed. I had car accident where I could have died. I have cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and it's not only one cancer, it's two. So looking at all those, I consider my life, I consider it as miracle. All these are miracles because I'm still alive to date, and I feel like my mission is yet to be finished. So I will continue what I have been doing, and that is service, giving my service, giving my life in whatever way I can. Even now that I'm retired, I still continue to do service, and for me that is the mission of my life. I learned, or God showed me the reason why I was born in this earth. So I will continue to do that. I would describe women of these days, the modern women, I would say, in one word, as persistence. Persistence, because for me it means determination. Women are more determined. The women of these days are more determined. They are more persevering. They persevere farther. They work tirelessly, and also they kind of build high level of endurance. They're more conscientious in whatever they do, and it's all because they are empowered. More and more women are getting empowered, and they are bringing their own potential that maybe they did not even think before that they can do it. So persistence, if you can be persistent, there will be more things that you can do, maybe beyond than what you think. So that is what women of these days are. First, I would like to wish all women a happy International Women's Day, or International Women's Month, for the whole month of March. It is the time that we can really say, yes, we are honored, we are given the tribute, and we can give ourselves more, prove ourselves more, and show what our role as women are. And I would like to also thank Dunganon management and staff for organizing this activity, giving tribute to women, and also honoring women this way is giving them more encouragement, giving them more empowerment, and also making them more self-confident. Because when they are appreciated, when we women are appreciated, we tend to do more. We tend to do extra, go an extra mile on that. And also, I would like to thank you for considering me in and giving me this opportunity to share my experience, to share part of my life, and to be part of this Women Wisdom on Wednesday.